Thank you for interacting.
Move on to the good stuff.
All right, so I'm Lindsey Bellcase, Doctor of Physical Therapy, geriatric specialist, fitness athlete certified, and some other stuff. Air Force brat. I'm from Ohio most of my life. I've kind of lived all over the place. Went to Mississippi State for college, for undergrad, and then South Alabama for PT school. Worked as an athletic trainer, student athletic trainer in college. Thought that's what I wanted to do, and then quickly discovered those hours were not great. So I decided to go to PT school. I found CrossFit after I had my first kid, and that's really my chosen mode of exercise. I love CrossFit. CrossFit Level 2 coach, and help run our CrossFit Masters program here. And then I own Shift. Levi, let me tell y'all a little bit about him.
I decided I wanted to be a physical therapist when I was 15. Haven't looked back since. After I graduated, I traveled all across the U.S. and worked in a bunch of different clinics as a traveler. And then lo and behold, found Shift. And I was exactly the type of clinic I wanted to work in. So I've been here for 4 months and I'm loving it. I love CrossFit as well because if I'm going to run, I want to sprint. I don't want the slow slog of running, so I need to be a really good trail or I want an interval. I just took a running course through ICE, which is a pretty kind of well-established continuing education course. So that was really cool to kind of dive deep into running, look at mechanics of the injury prevention, and it's been fun to integrate that with patients, whether doing screens on a treadmill or seeing how they're moving and how that relates to their running.
Awesome. All right. This is the rest of our crew. Matt actually just stopped by. That's Matt over there. Also, Doctor of Physical Therapy, sports clinical specialist, athletic trainer, dry needling, and a lot of other credentials. When he sent me his
That just means I'm old.
I was a little intimidated. He's got lots of education. We've also got Clint. He's another one of our physical therapists, Doctor of Physical Therapy, manual therapist, also certified in dry needling. And then Darren, my husband, is an occupational therapist, and he's a professional bike fitter. That's the crew. We also have Kaylee over here, our patient care coordinator. Brittany just joined our team, patient care coordinator. And Danielle, who's going to have a baby any day now, so she just went home a little while ago. That's all of us here at Shift. Did I miss anybody? We've gotten a lot bigger since a lot of people do. So, today we're going to talk about running, hanging with running. It's a subject that's close to me, not because of me personally running, but a lot of my friends. Nathan, we've helped him with his running a little bit. I'm sure there's a few other y'all in the room that we've helped with their running. My husband loves to run. Clint, one of our other therapists, has gotten really into doing trail runs. So definitely something that's kind of close to our hearts. In the past, we've tried some typical physical therapy things to help people. We were kind of frustrated with the typical traditional model and not really being able to help runners. Led me to dive into different ways to treat running injuries. I took a course by Chris Johnson, a really famous PT running coach. Levi's taken an ICE physio course, and it's really helped us develop different strategies in how we treat runners. So today we're going to go over a little bit of those. We've learned a lot about how to keep people running when they're injured. So who has had a running injury? They go to the doctor and they say, quit running. Take a break, right?
You just don't go to the doctor.
What is that? Problem solved. It's been a journey to get us here where we are. I'm kind of going back on who Shift is, why we started all this. So we started in 2020, right before COVID. 2 months later, COVID happened. We really dug our heels in after that because we knew there was a better way to deliver care. We had a lot of momentum at that point. We had started our master's program. We were seeing people in their houses. And now 5 years later, here we are. All of us therapists, great team, getting ready to move into a bigger clinic over there. It's really, really awesome. So I'm really glad that all of y'all are here. I don't know that we've ever had such a great turnout for a workshop, so that really makes me excited that we get to talk to y'all about continuing to run despite having some pain possibly. I want you to know there's like 1,000 things we could talk about related to running injuries, right? I'm sure y'all can rattle off a few in your head. We can't go over all of them, but we're going to hit some of the high points. I do want you to know, I'm going to be totally honest, we're going to give you an offer at the end. We would love to work with you one-on-one. We'll give you a special discount since you came to the workshop. That's where we can really dive into people's issues. Just to be perfectly clear, is that okay with y'all that I make an offer at the end? All right. We will help you today, though. It's not going to be a long lecture. We're going to do a lot of moving and participation. We may need a few more running scorecards. Okay. Just thought of that. We got more people than I thought. My style, if you have a question, I'm question. I might ask some clarification questions. Levi will get involved too, but we'll answer your questions. Everybody cool with that? Any questions so far? No? All right. We appreciate you coming. I think over 1,000 people saw our ad about this, but y'all are the only ones who took action, so round of applause to yourselves for being serious and not just curious. You're like, I want to hear what they have to say. So, proud of y'all. How many of y'all have tried PT in the past for an injury? Got a few PTs in the room. Yeah, so a few of y'all have. The difference in us at Shift is kind of our progression and how we look at things. So we have this sequence, this framework that we like to use. Is that big enough for y'all to see? Kind of, sort of? Yeah. All right, so phase 1, pain. You're in pain, what do you do?
Keep going.
Probably stop running, maybe. Take a
Runners,
week off.
Keep running. They run more.
You can take a week off. Anybody? My heel's hurting me. I'm gonna take a week off. Surely some of y'all have done that. Yeah. I'm looking at something. Brad, you probably done that, right? Maybe run through it. Yeah.
I thought you just drank Powerball and keep running.
That could be an option. So the pain phase is phase 1. It's pretty easy to get out of pain. Stop doing what's aggravating you, right? Not too complicated. Phase 2 is where you gain strength, mobility, flexibility. That's what a lot of people miss. So what caused you to be in pain? What do we need to fix so that you can get into phase 3, returning normal activity? A lot of people will be in phase 1, so we're in pain. We take a week off, and we just go right back to phase 3. Right back to it. We're in a training plan. We still have to get our miles in. Keep running. You're kind of on a hamster wheel at that point. You're going from 1 to 3, 1 to 3. Sometimes it might get better if you change your shoes or change your hills, change the terrain you're running on, things like that. But overall, it's a kind of a cycle that we see. So phase 2 is where, as physical therapists, we spend a lot of time working on getting strength, mobility, flexibility back, addressing the issue that's going on. And that's what we're going to talk a lot about today. Anybody had an injury and it came back, it went away and came back? Same issue? Like so much. I know you'll have Nathan. Yeah.
A little bit.
All right, so we're going to talk about joints, muscles, tendons, and how weakness of those muscles can overload your tendons and joints. What happens when you run? A lot of different things. Does anybody know the difference between running and walking?
Both feet up on the same side.
Perfect. Walking, you have double support, so you're going from single to double support. Running or jogging, you're going from single to single. And then sprinting, you have a period of no feet on the ground. So you're running a whole lot faster. There's a point of flightlessness, or flightness. Point of flight, whatever that was. You know those, like the ultra walkers, people who walk really fast? They get dinged if they ever have single support. So they always have to, or they don't have single support. They always have to have one foot on the ground. They can't ever have the no support. So that's why they go that like, always. Some are going, they're moving. They're not running, but they're moving really, really fast. If we think about those joints, tendons, and muscles, when you walk, your body is taking about 1.2 times your body weight. When you run, 2.6 times your body weight. So if those muscles, tendons, and joints are conditioned for that, that's why the injury is happening. It's a double the impact when you run. There's other things that have way more. A jump squat is 3.8 times. A vertical jump squat, so where you're jumping as high as you can and landing, 7.1. So it's not like running is crazy, but it's definitely more than walking. Reasons we get hip or back pain. We're going to start moving really soon. Hip and back pain is less common than knee, foot, and ankle pain. It's usually a source of weakness that's causing downstream problems for, like, we'll have a hip issue, but we're feeling it downstream in our knee or our hips. Usually those hip stabilizers aren't strong enough and will overload the tendons. Knee pain when you're running is usually because of your hip, because of a weakness there, or due to overstriding, so where you're taking too big of a stride. That's where you're kind of putting the brakes on. So if you overstride, every time your foot hits the ground, you're actually creating a force backwards. It's like you're putting the brakes on, and that can cause some trouble with your knees. Weakness in those hips is usually the most common. Overloading the patellar tendon can happen when you're going downhill. Foot and ankle pain, usually overload Achilles tendonitis. That itis is an inflammatory process, plantar fasciitis, or it can be a structural issue like a bunion, a neuroma, hammer toes. It can be overuse and overload, or like weakness in the feet muscles. You have lots of little muscles in your feet. Poor training volume, so increasing your volume too quickly. Does anybody know how much you should go up every week?
40 minutes.
Let me grab 10%. 10% is the recommended increase. So if we're training for a 5K, you're going to start at something that's pretty easy and go up 10% per week. So you want to like map that out to your end goal. The structural issues can be due to your footwear. Maybe you have the wrong type of shoe on for how you move. Maybe you're having a narrow toe box shoe that's causing your big toe to move in, causing bunions. It can also be due to weakness in your feet. All right, so today, isn't that picture funny? That's my favorite picture because all my friends are really, really strong and they're killing me. Like absolutely murdering me on that workout. All right, so today we're going to be going through a series of tests looking from your feet all the way up to your hips. Everybody's going to do them. We're going to kind of partner up. If we don't have enough clipboards, I'm sorry, but you can kind of chicken scratch on a piece of paper. We're going to demo what good looks like on all the tests, and then we're going to split up and let y'all test each other so we can see, do you have an issue with your foot, your knee, your hip? That's why y'all look here, right? Sound good? Questions? I tend to talk really fast. No questions so far? All right, test number 1. Levi, come on up. Everybody can go ahead and flip off their socks and shoes. Sorry to tell y'all that was coming. Socks and shoes. I know, right? So we're going to demo what good looks like, and then we're going to spread out. We have clipboards right here with the score sheets and pens. So you'll grab a partner, grab a pen, grab a clipboard, and you can test each other with this test. All right, so Levi comes in right here. So we're going to do single leg balance on each leg. What we're looking for, go ahead. It's going to be 30 seconds. I'll start a clock. We're looking for, can you keep your big toe down, and can you stay balanced? What would that be? Yep, or let's see, yes. So losing our foot on the ground is what we're looking for. So if you lose your big toe or you lose your balance in my 30 seconds, it's an X. We're gonna test everybody one time. All right? We're gonna do right and left. Go ahead and grab a partner, spread out. I'll start a timer for partner 1. Yes. Yeah, our partners will share. Does everybody have one? Yeah. All right, do you need a partner? Yeah, they got really good.
I used to go to my daughter. She graduates high school when she
It's gonna take a little longer to get everything off.
I was in there. We just went to go.
All right, we're about to start. Who is this?
Right there. Yes, we have 2 senior pictures. Yes.
You have to do your balance development.
All right, partner 1 ready. All right, 30 seconds starting now. Here, where are you going? So we're looking for that big toe down. Keep your balance. Everybody's looking pretty good.
He's not putting a big toe down.
All right, so if they pass, just put a check mark for that leg, whichever side it was. That was 30 seconds.
So that one was in
And now we're going to do the other
from the hip surgery or from the back surgery that the sciatica then atrophied that.
Especially kind of like the last 3 years.
Alright, after that, you put your socks on.
Great job, Valerie.
We're not done looking at socks and
Didn't you
jeans.
feel like that was easier than
You want to get a really good workout? Get to Bellcase.
You feel like you can't do that?
I'll listen a little bit. I mean, I'm already going.
I just put it down.
I sit in McDonald's in Blackberry, and there's a McDonald's street.
Alright, while y'all are putting your socks and shoes back on, any thoughts on why those two tests were important for running?
McDonald's restaurant.
Say, Ernest, any ideas?
Well, your calves should be one of the muscles that provides the lift.
Yeah, it's a lot of power when you're running. I'm gonna let Levi tell you all about ground reaction force.
So when you run, you're hitting the ground, right? There's energy in the air, your body weight is coming down, you're landing. There's this big impact moment, and this energy is created, this impulse is created. And then that energy, that impulse has to get dispersed, right? And so the more muscle mass you have and the stronger your muscle is, the better that energy can get dispersed appropriately in your muscle tissue where it belongs, and not gravitate up into your knee, up into your hip, or even into your ankle. And so if I have a runner come to the clinic, one of the first things I want to do is I'm going to look at what we just did and see if there's an asymmetry, right? Because if they can only do maybe on their calf raise, they're supposed to do 20 to 25, and they're hitting like 17, 18 in fatigue on one side, and then the other side is like, we do this all day, Levi. And I'm thinking that side probably doesn't have the capacity to disperse energy well, and potentially could be something that's triggering more of that irritation, that pain. Because they're running, they're not dispersing energy, and that's going into their joint, into their ligament, into their tendon, which can't tolerate those stressors. So as a PT, my first goal is let's create symmetry. Let's build that muscle capacity back up so that you can disperse the energy while you're running. So these initial screens are super good and super easy. I mean, the amount of time someone comes in, it seems complex, and then we just screen them, and it's like, wow, there's just a really big asymmetry. Let's do the low-hanging fruit first and see where we go from there.
I think some of y'all found, especially with that lateral step down, like there was a difference side to side. Maybe not painful, but just really hard to do. And we use these tests a lot for somebody who is an injured runner, and we're trying to get them back into running. They should be able to do that test without pain and successfully on both sides in order to start getting their running volume back up. So that test becomes a goal. So if y'all have trouble with it, you have a goal. All right. All right, our next test, we're gonna all do this one together, is a single leg bridge. We're gonna be holding for 30 seconds. I'll let Levi then on here, we'll go feet that way. So we're gonna do each side. We're gonna have the heel not all the way to the butt, but also not out here. So one leg, this is the leg we're testing. Other leg we're gonna lift up in the air, and we're gonna cross your arms. So what we're looking at, we're trying to hold 30 seconds. Can we stay in a straight line? Do we twist and try to lock out in a rotation? Do we twist this way? Or after like 10 seconds, do we start dropping? So we're trying to get 30 seconds, nice straight line. Everybody good with that? All right, let's partner up. I'll get the timer going. You can spread out.
Space over here.
Don't want anybody to see.
This is it.
All right, partner one on the ground. Remember, arms are going to be crossed. 1 foot on the ground, other foot's going to go up in the air.
Like, 4 straight over it.
All right, partner one, are we ready? And go.
So yeah, we're in the trip.
Swing that hip again, aren't we? Yeah. So one thing we would know is like, okay, we can do it for 10 seconds. But when you go to 30, that's okay. You know where you are today. You just keep people on. All right, that was 30 seconds. Switch to the side. I got to talk. I'm watching this time. Real like I kind of big difference. Yeah. That's 10. See if we can bring this hip up a little more. Keep going. Yeah, there you go. Oh. You feel that? Yeah. Yeah.
This is the leg that hurts so
Okay, that makes sense. 3, 2, 1, time.
I got, passed because you made it 30 seconds, but twisting, that way
All right, ready? One leg up in the air, and go. Arms crossed.
Yeah, that where you just lift up and see now. Well, lift. Oh, yeah.
do it? Okay.
You look like you were.
5,
Say it again.
That's her look.
3, 2, 1, time.
That one was interesting. You held good for the first half, and then you turned toes for the second half to get your hamstrings instead of your
Probably
adductors.
one of those.
Your adductors are your groin muscles. Your groin muscle, that's your adductors.
You are correct. All right, next partner.
Understood.
Remember, we're going on that elbow. We're lifting our hips off around. That abduction, that top leg coming up. And go.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
About 2 seconds.
Nice. Looking at it, you're fine on the right leg.
3, 2, 1, time. Switching sides.
When I got further and done it about 6 months ago. So.
Yeah.
All right. And go.
The hardest one.
3, 2, 1, rest. All right, now moving to switch.
Write your symptoms.
If you're at the benches, come over here. If you're over here, find the bench.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so partner 1, elbow on the ground. If we're on the bench, your ankle is on the bench. And we're going into that side plank, you're going to lift your bottom leg.
Straight leg.
Abduction, you're lifting your top leg. Are we ready? And go.
And go, go.
I was talking.
Nice. That looks really good.
Okay, Brad.
5 stars. 5 stars.
Sorry, I forgot I was listed up. I apologize. And time. Switching sides. Copenhagen here. This is Copenhagen on the list. Leg on top.
Good job, Corey.
All right, ready for the other side? That's great.
Yeah, that's how hard it's worked the whole time.
Ricky, 10 more seconds.
You got a towel? No. We're low on towels. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Especially for you. Switching partners. Switching partners. All right.
Go ahead and just keep your,
All right.
your leg out of the way from your
And go.
ankle here. Your ankle. Just on the front of the leg.
Definitely not that strong.
Right. And tighten this is what you can also monitor your calf. And try to push your butt in straight.
And rest. Other side. Almost there.
Have fun then. All right, here. That was your left.
And go. And rest. All right, we're trying for 1 minute on these, and we're just jumping in place to this beat. All right, everybody good with that? All right, I'll tell you when to go. And go. Stop if you have anything. The important thing is to be fast. you want to come ask us any questions at all, we're really excited that y'all